and then the amount of engineering units pared down, because I remember also alumni saying that they would have preferred less engineering and more communication skills. And now we are giving that to our cadets. But at the same time, it was recognized that in today's world, a strong education must be accompanied by a strong backbone in technology to build the mind and connect to the world. Education and technology are the twin pillars upon which the future of the nation rests. That is why we remain dedicated in our last month in office to promoting, advancing, pushing for more and better education, including in the PMA, and more and better technological infrastructure. We have come far in both, but we still have far to go and we must not rest. We have made progress, but more needs to be done. That is why before my term ends, a curriculum review will take place for PMA, headed by a committee with Chair Dr. Consuelo Estepa of the UST Graduate School. This should result in a new curriculum for the next batch of entrants. And I instruct Admiral Calderon to make sure that this new curriculum should emphasize technology, the way engineering was emphasized in the 1990s and earlier. This new curriculum should conform not only to the needs of the armed forces, but also to the requirements of a center of academic excellence here in the North. We have a deep desire to see a brighter future for our hardworking men and women of this nation, including you, our young PMA graduates today. More importantly, we have an abiding interest in seeing that you, the young people today, come into your own, seize the value of education as you have done with the PMA education, and seize the value of modernity, and use these tools to advance yourself and the nation. In advancing the nation, you will build up on what your seniors have achieved in the defense and security of our nation. Therefore, though I have spoken mainly of PMA as an academic institution, let me now conclude by acknowledging the achievements of the AFP, for which you were specially trained. In the lawless provinces of the South, we have brought stability and peace through a combination of strict military hard power in the effective use of soft development tools, namely the building of roads, bridges, and schools and ports to lift up the economy, the local economy. I trust that you, the new officers of our armed forces, will apply the same hard and soft power to achieve lasting peace in Mindanao and other insurgency-affected areas. While lasting peace has yet to be achieved, we have taken heavy political risks to broker a peace. We have reached within the affected communities to change the peace paradigm. We have brought together an amazing international consensus to aid the process from the outside. Japan, Australia, the US, England, the OIC nations, Malaysia, and so many others now have a vested interest in peace in Mindanao. We have been active in the fight against global terrorism, boosting our intelligence gathering and sharing with key allies while lifting up the professionalism and training of our own armed services, including PMA training. As a result, we have narrowed the layer of hardcore terrorists in the South and continue to limit and confine the communist insurgency, which is sputtering on empty fumes. As a result of all this, the people are safer than ever. We thank your seniors in the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Congratulations to you. While we are proud of what our government has achieved, past achievement is only as good as the ability of the nation to continue to grow and prosper. We fervently desire that the progress we have made will not stop, that what remains to be done will be picked up by you, the next generation of leadership, our graduates of Class 2010. As a nation, we must keep our sights firmly set on the future, to build on what is good and work even harder to meet the challenges of what remains to be done. You, our graduates, the young of the nation, are the bridge between the past and the future. It is for you that we right the wrongs, fight for change, and seek to make a brighter day. Our nation has come far, but it still has far to go. You, our graduates, you, the youth, represent the aspirations of our nation. It is to you that we dedicate the efforts of our government to lift up the Philippines. Now you will join us in those efforts. Good luck to all of you. Mabuhay, congratulations, and in your honor, I will now sign the pardon of punishment in observance of the time-honored tradition of the Philippine Military Academy. So I hereby pardon all outstanding punishments of the Cadet Corps as recommended by the Superintendent PMA effective today. Mabuhay to our brilliant class of PMA 2010. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.